I already know what you're asking yourself. Why doesn't he just admit defeat and realize that his Poké dream is not going to come true? Why does he have such a weird little hair thing right here? Why is the top of his head so big compared to the bottom of his face? Is he ever going to pull that Shining Fates Charizard? Why is he so old? Why does he always wear black shirts in every one of his videos? Why does this guy keep coming back for more punishment? Why is he so pale but his hands are so red? Could he be a vampire that hasn't had blood in a few days? Well, if you want the answers to all of these questions, I do not have the answers to most, if not all of these questions. So one of the main reasons why I keep doing this, guys, is because of you. That's 87% of the reason. Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Sean. You're in the Pokeball, and today is long overdue. We are approaching 15,000 subscribers. Thank you so much, guys. I wanted to do a Q&A with you guys. It's the least that I could do for you guys who have done so much for me. I know maybe it doesn't seem that way because you're on that side of the camera, but to me, this is everything, and I just wanted to invite you guys into the vault. I want it to be a little bit more of a casual thing rather than like an episode type feel. I'm just gonna sit here on my laptop and I'm gonna go through some questions that you guys put down on the post that I threw up on the community tab like a few days ago. And yeah, maybe we can have some fun with this. All right, let's get into it. First question is from Jake Borges, and he writes, how did you find time to create content while having to work around the work/life balance? I've always wanted to start a channel of some sort, but have no idea how you guys do it. Is it a challenge? I can tell you this much, Jake. This has been one of the most challenging, but also fulfilling experiences of my life. And I'll tell you why. Number one, I'm 30 years old, and I've already made it in life. And not in content creating, that's for sure. I have a working man's job, everyday type of deal. Started a family. I have 3 kids, and then obviously lockdown happens, and that spurred on this channel, which I'm so thankful for. And trying to teach a 30-year-old how to edit videos, be a part of a community, Discord, and I didn't even have an Instagram. To teach that type of human being how to do something like this, it literally tells you that anything is possible. So if you're looking to start your own channel, there is no reason why you shouldn't. Okay? All right. Next question is from Risen Sparrow. Risen Sparrow asks, what's your advice for people who want to collect cool older cards but are somewhat on a budget? Also, how did you first get into Pokemon cards, or how did you get back into it? So that's a lot. Let me answer your first question. So when it comes to budget for Pokemon cards, it's just like any investment. I would only be allocating 10 to 15% of my total monthly income to any said luxury item or investment type of thing, whether it's trading cards or whether it's anything else. You definitely have to budget yourself. I have a rule. I've had a rule for almost 10 years. You never use house money for Pokemon cards. What I mean by that is you don't use the same money that you use to pay your bills and support your family. If I want something and I do not have the budget for it, like money-wise, I either wait or I sell something to buy something. I always am circulating Pokemon money, for more Pokemon money, if that makes sense. And I do that through an eBay store. And then secondly, how did you start to get back into Pokemon cards? That story has been told a few times. 2015, sitting around kind of like I am now. I've stumbled on the Leonhart, became friends with this dude, got me back into the hobby. Evolutions hit. Look back a few episodes ago. It'll be in the description on how I got into that. It's the 2022 investing video. It'll tell you the whole story of how I got back into Pokemon. All right, next question is from Poka NFTs, and they write, why the value or some modern rate cards match or exceeds the value of 20-year-old cards? Should we look at other grading companies since PSA is too expensive / overrated for the price? So I kind of understand your first question. So I think you're asking, why are modern cards just as much as or more expensive than vintage cards? And that's a simple answer. I think there are so many more people entering into the hobby now than there were like old dogs like you and I. There's so many more people, and I should say like, younger guys and girls that are entering into the hobby that don't have that nostalgic attachment to Pokemon like we do from the vintage era, from the Wizards of the Coast or WotC. So they trump us big time. And because of that, they will, you know, they're drawn more towards the newer sets because that's what they have the emotional attachment to. They don't have the emotional attachment to the fossil Dragonite from, you know, 2001. They don't care about that. That's probably boring to them, honestly. And then also I think there's an aspect of playability for cards for the game itself. You know, these kids are building their decks right now, and obviously nothing from the vintage era is even playable. You know, those would get absolutely, you know, vaporized if they were in a match, you know, against a modern day deck, right? So I think there's the playability aspect also for, you know, for the Pokemon card game itself, and they're going to pay top dollar to get that full art, you know, whatever it is, in their rotation with the double strike action. You know what I'm saying? All right, next question comes from Chase Allen. If you could add one thing to your collection, modern or vintage, what would it be? If you don't have the one thing, give me 3, because I know choosing one might be hard. So if I could add one thing, this is an easy answer. It would be a Dragon Frontiers Gold Star Charizard PSA 10, and I'll put a picture of it right here. All right, the next question comes from Kook Show. Gotta appreciate the name, respect. What's your advice to tell parents if they think when you collect Pokemon it's a waste of time or money and that it's too much like gambling? And I agree, it is like gambling, but I'm a collector. Also, what do you do if you have a tight budget? So I kind of answered the budget question, live within your means. And as far as gambling goes, I mean, that really depends on how you look at it. I think it's, you know, I don't see it as gambling personally when I buy a pack of cards. I see it more as just enjoying, you know, a product and a commodity that I like to open and take the chance on, right? I mean, this is a luxury item. I don't know what you would tell your parents. If you're a collector, then you might try to appeal to them on an investment point of view or angle. That might be helpful for your case, I guess. I don't know. Maybe if you're a younger guy, Kook Show, then that's what I would do. I would try to justify it to your parents, and then also show them that you're not spending every penny that you have on Pokemon, and show them that you're responsible and that you're willing to budget yourself and to do it appropriately, and how you're going to do that. All right, next question is from Big Papa. Big Papa says, I'd like to hear about any type of goals you may have set for yourself in 2022, or if there are any plans for some type of insane live or some sort of star guest, maybe. We lit fan. That's awesome. So my goal for 2022 is to grow the channel to a point of 50,000 subscribers. I don't know if that's lofty. If it goes the way that it's going lately, it'll only take me crazy, but that's my goal. 50,000 subscribers, and my goal is to have 5,000 people in Discord by the end of 2022. I hope it's reachable, but that's my goal. As far as collaborations with big names, I'll tell you guys, if you're watching this episode, I'll tell you guys a dream that I have. I have a base set booster box. One of my goals for 2022 is to get Pokerev himself to agree to do a box break with me for a base set booster box, and I want to sell it to the Vault Squad, but I want to open it on Rev's channel, and I'll even fly all the way out to him, and we'll open it together on his channel. So like 50-50. He opens half the packs, I open half the packs. How you could say no to that? It's a $20,000 opportunity. I don't know. Good content for him, amazing content for the squad, and a chance for you guys to pull a Charizard. And if we put Rev and I's Charizard powers together, we might pull 3 Charizards out of one base set booster box. Just saying. All right, the next question is from John McDonald. John McDonald asked, how did you get started with Pokemon collecting, and what keeps you doing it today? So collecting, I kind of answered that question already on the collecting piece. It re-sparked my childhood feeling of busting open that pack of cards. And what keeps me going today, I kid you guys not, no matter what's going on with the channel, whatever I'm talking about investing, whatever's going on with Discord, whatever's going on with live breaks, all of it, I still sit right here where you're seeing me right now, and I crack packs like a little kid, and I slow roll the hit card if I know that there's a hit, in the pack. I still do it to this day without fail, off camera. I'm still like a child in that way, where I crack packs by myself. Because honestly, guys, as much as we BS, it is still about cracking packs and getting that rush of hitting that big card, whether it's on camera or by yourself. So yeah. Next question is from Kevin Kleising. Do you have any advice for anyone making any collection goals? So as far as collection goals, you really need to narrow your scope. I would have more of a sniper approach rather than a shotgun approach. So a lot of people kind of see stuff and they start buying everywhere, and then all of a sudden they end up with this yard sale amount of product. So when I'm going after certain collections, I keep a very narrow scope. If I want to complete, let's say, the celebrations, set, then I do that until it's complete, and then I move on. If I want to complete a box set for Shining Legends, like the little pin collections, like I did that. I went out and got one of each. Then I went out and got more, but to complete that little portion, I just did that and then move on. I try not to leave loose ends, and then I also try to work in my collection goals with my budget, goals, and try to make those kind of mesh together, because sometimes if you go for a certain type of thing, it could blow your budget out of proportion, and vice versa. So I hope that helps. Last question is from Garrett Hoekstra Mevdu. Best goal you've scored in hockey this year? This is my favorite question. That's why I left it for last. So it happened about a week ago. If you guys are watching this now, which is a day ago, I got a breakaway. I was streaking down the middle of the ice. I knew the goalie very well. We played against each other many times. I know that he drops his glove. If I make a move kind of with my forehand, I kind of feinted the forehand, slid to my left. He dropped his arm, and then I chipped it up over his left shoulder, and it went top shelf. The whole team went wild. It was awesome. It was a very cool goal. It was very unlike me, because I don't always get those crazy goals. I'm a decent player. I'm usually towards the top of our stats, but I'm not like, a superstar by any means. I'm just like a workhorse, blue collar guy. All right, so that is it for me, guys. I hope you enjoyed this Q&A. Let me know in the comments below if you want to do this again with me. This was a lot of fun for me. It's the first time I've ever done this, and yeah, let me know. And aside from that, guys, you know how I feel about you. I appreciate you. You guys are the best, and I care about you all. Peace out. Yo, what's up, guys? If you want to see a video that I think that you might like after watching what you just watched, click the button right here. And if you want to be one of those people that want to subscribe to the channel and see how far this rabbit hole goes, the button's right here. Do it!